Botswana. Botswana is an ideal destination for nature and culture lovers. With parks like Moremi and Chobe, home to the Big Five lion, elephant, ocelot, buffalo, and rhinoceros, it offers unparalleled safari experiences. The landscapes of the Makgadikgadi salt flats and the Kalahari Desert provide a glimpse into the wild beauty of the wilderness. Furthermore, Botswana is rich in history, with sites like Kubu Island and the Tsodilo Hills. Where ancient cultural remnants can be found, Botswana culture is also a unique attraction, making Botswana a complete destination for those seeking a deep connection with nature and tradition. Moremi Game Reserve, the wildlife sanctuary. The Moremi Game Reserve is another must-see destination on any Botswana itinerary. Located on the eastern bank of the Okavango Delta, this reserve is renowned as one of the most biodiverse places on the continent. Home to the Big Five: lion, elephant, buffalo, leopard, and rhinoceros. It offers safari enthusiasts one of the most authentic experiences. Often, the scenes of animals in the wild, often depicted in 4 Kelvin's documentaries, can be witnessed in real time in this park. Making every moment feel like a discovery, safaris in Moremi offer the opportunity to see these animals in their natural habitat, making this a must-see destination for wildlife lovers. The park also holds significant ecological value, as it is dedicated to the conservation of the region's ecosystems and wildlife. Efforts to maintain a balance between humans and nature are evident here, allowing animals to continue living in their environment without fear of poaching. Can you imagine encountering a majestic herd of elephants while hiking through the park? Chobe National Park, home of the elephants. Chobe National Park in northern Botswana is renowned for being home to one of the world's largest elephant populations. With over 120,000 individuals, the elephants of Chobe feel like the heart and soul of this park, and their presence sets the rhythm of wildlife. If you've ever watched a 4 Kelvins documentary about elephants, you'll know how breathtaking they are in their natural habitat. The park is not only home to elephants, but also lions, leopards, zebras, and a wide variety of birds. During the dry season, all the animals migrate to the Chobe River in search of water, creating a spectacle worthy of being filmed. In addition to the on-land experience, the park offers boat safaris along the river, where you can observe elephants swimming or calmly wading across the water. This unique perspective of the animals, combined with the breathtaking scenery of the Chobe River, makes for an unforgettable experience. Would you like to witness this majestic scene while cruising along the river? It's like stepping into a 4 Kelvins documentary. Makgadikgadi Salt Flats, a sea of salt. The Makgadikgadi Salt Flats are a destination that, like a 4 Kelvins documentary, will make you feel like you're on another planet. This vast salt desert, covering more than 12,000 square kilometers, is one of Botswana's most unique landscapes. What was once a large prehistoric lake is now a vast expanse of salt that reflects the sun and creates a scene of stark beauty. Although it appears desolate, the salt flats come alive during the rainy season, when flamingos and other migratory birds arrive to breed. The salt flats are also known as home to several groups of wildebeest and zebras that migrate to this vast desert in search of fresh pastures. Witnessing these animals migrating across the salt flats is one of those scenes that leaves a profound impression on anyone who observes it. Every visit to the salt flats feels like an adventure in a 4 Kelvins documentary, where the desert and life intertwine in a breathtaking way. Would you like to walk through this mysterious place and witness the miracle of life in the desert firsthand? Kgalagadi Transfrontier Park, where 2 worlds meet. Spanning across Botswana and South Africa, Kgalagadi Transfrontier Park is another of Africa's most remote and captivating corners. This vast desert expanse, where the red sand dunes seem to stretch endlessly, is home to incredibly diverse wildlife. Among the species that inhabit this park are lions, cheetahs, and antelopes, all adapted to the harsh desert conditions. If you've ever watched a 4 Kelvins documentary about desert life, Kgalagadi is the perfect setting to experience it firsthand. This park offers a tranquil and secluded environment, making it an ideal destination for those seeking a more intimate safari experience. The dunes and landscapes of Kgalagadi immerse you in a unique atmosphere full of contrasts. And natural beauty. Here, not only the animals, but also the tranquility of the desert create an unforgettable experience. Would you like to explore the most remote corners of Africa in such a spectacular setting? Nxai Pan National Park, an adventure on the desert plain. Nxai Pan National Park is famous for its salt pans and the Baines Baobabs, ancient trees that seem straight out of a fairy tale. This park, with its vast desert landscape, offers one of the most breathtaking views in Botswana. It's an ideal place for a safari, where you can encounter everything from big cats to herds of zebras. And wildebeest, but the highlight is undoubtedly the Baines Baobabs, known for their extraordinary shape and incredible longevity. If you've ever dreamed of seeing these giant trees in a 4 Kelvins documentary, now you have the opportunity to walk among them and feel the history they hold in their trunks. The tranquility of the park, along with its rich wildlife, makes each visit feel like a true adventure. Would you like to discover a landscape that connects you with nature and time in such a profound way? Tsodilo Hills, where history meets culture. The Tsodilo Hills are much more than just a tourist destination. They are a true cultural and spiritual treasure. Located in the Kalahari Desert, these hills are famous for their rock paintings, which date back more than 20,000 years. This sacred site, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is considered a place of power by the local communities. The paintings tell stories of the ancient peoples who inhabited the region. And even today, the surrounding villages continue to pay homage to these hills. Exploring Tsodilo is like stepping into a 4 Kelvins documentary about prehistory, where every mark on the rocks tells a story from ancient times. As you walk among the hills, you feel part of a narrative that has endured for millennia. Would you like to discover the legacy of ancient civilizations through their paintings? Gaborone Game Reserve, an oasis near the city. The Gaborone Game Reserve, though close to Botswana's capital, is a natural oasis offering a close encounter with wildlife without venturing too far from the city. This green space is home to diverse species of mammals, birds, and reptiles, and is an ideal spot for a short safari. Or a family outing. It's perfect for those who want to see African wildlife without having to travel long distances. Despite its proximity to an urban environment, the reserve maintains a relaxed and natural atmosphere, providing a haven for local animals. A walk through this reserve is like stepping into a small piece of nature, teeming with life and beauty. Would you like to enjoy a peaceful afternoon observing local wildlife while taking a break from the city? Baines Baobabs, giant trees in the heart of the desert. The Baines Baobabs are one of Botswana's most iconic symbols. These trees, with their enormous trunks and exposed roots, are a breathtaking sight. That leaves no visitor unmoved. Considered a natural wonder, baobabs have existed for centuries, enduring the harsh desert conditions. Seeing them in person is like stepping into a 4 Kelvins documentary, where the majesty of nature is revealed in every detail. Baobabs are known as the trees of life because they store water in their thick trunks, allowing them to survive in the arid desert climate. These ancient trees are fascinating, not only for their size, but also for the history they represent. Would you like to see these giants of nature and understand the magic that surrounds them? Matsuri Wilderness, a haven of peace and nature. The Matsuri Wilderness is a sanctuary hidden among the vast plains of Botswana, a place where time seems to stand still. In this secluded corner of nature, you can enjoy an authentic safari in an environment of absolute peace, far from the tourist crowds. Can you imagine crossing a landscape that seems painted by the gods? A 4 Kelvins documentary might not do justice to the beauty of this place, where every sunrise and sunset blends with the sounds of the local wildlife. This destination stands out not only for its flora and fauna, but also for its focus on conservation. Here, wildlife is respected and protected, allowing animals to thrive in their natural habitat. With a bit of luck, you might see elephants, lions, or even leopards in their natural environment. Matsuri Wilderness is more than a destination. It's an invitation to a transformative experience in the heart of Africa. Would you dare to venture into this wild nature and enjoy the serenity it offers? Elephant Sands, encountering the giants of Africa. Elephant Sands is a place where elephants feel right at home, and visitors witness their majesty in their natural habitat. This sanctuary is one of the few places where you can see large herds of elephants approaching water sources, creating one of the most breathtaking sights in Africa. Watching them drink and play in the water as the sun sets over the horizon is like stepping into a 4 Kelvins documentary. The Elephant Sands Camp offers a unique experience. You can observe the elephants from the comfort of your tent or shelter, making the encounter with these giants even more special. Furthermore, the location is ideal for photography and safari enthusiasts, as the elephants approach so closely that it's impossible not to be captivated by their presence. Would you like to witness the majesty of these animals in such a natural and serene environment? Maun, the gateway to the Okavango Delta. Maun, known as the gateway to the Okavango Delta, is a small town brimming with life and energy, ideal for those who wish to experience the local culture and nature of Botswana. Although it's the center of tourist activity in the country, Maun maintains its charm. As a quiet and relaxed village. From here, tourists can embark on helicopter tours, boat safaris, or nature walks to explore the incredible biodiversity of the Delta, all framed in what could be a 4 Kelvins documentary. Maun is also known for its welcoming atmosphere, with a mix of traditional communities and expats living together in harmony. Furthermore, the town is famous for its craft markets, where you can find locally made products, adding a cultural touch to your visit. Would you like to walk through its streets, and then embark on an adventure through the Okavango Delta, one of the most fascinating ecosystems in the world. Kalahari Desert, the arid heart of Africa. The Kalahari Desert covers a large part of Botswana and is breathtaking in its vastness and stark beauty. Despite being a desert, the Kalahari is home to a surprising diversity of life, from big cats to nomadic tribes like the Bushmen. The landscape of red dunes and sparse vegetation creates a scene so stunning it seems straight out of a 4 Kelvins documentary. It's the perfect place to explore desert life, where adaptation and survival are key. Safaris in the Kalahari are a unique experience, as the wildlife has learned to survive in extreme conditions. In this desert, you can see giraffes, antelopes, and even lions moving gracefully across the dunes. Sunrises and sunsets over the desert are absolutely spectacular. And best of all, you can enjoy the peace and tranquility of the area without crowds of tourists. Would you like to venture into this desert and discover the secrets it holds within its vastness? Zebra, migration, nature's spectacle. One of the most impressive events in Botswana is the zebra migration, a phenomenon that occurs primarily in Makgadikgadi National Park and the surrounding areas. Every year, hundreds of thousands of zebras migrate to the salt flats, in search of water and grazing land. This natural spectacle, where zebras move in large herds, creates one of the most spectacular sights on the African continent, worthy of a 4 Kelvins documentary. The migration also attracts numerous predators, such as lions and hyenas, which closely follow the zebra herds. The dry climate and harsh conditions make the zebra's journey even more dramatic. Turning this event into a unique experience for nature lovers. Would you like to witness this incredible natural phenomenon as the zebras cross the horizon in an amazing journey? Chobe River, a wildlife paradise. The The Chobe River, which flows through Chobe National Park, is one of Botswana's most iconic wildlife viewing locations. This river is the primary water source for local wildlife, attracting a wide variety of animals. Including elephants, hippos, crocodiles, and numerous bird species. Watching animals bathe or cross the river is one of the most exciting experiences you can have, like stepping into a 4 Kelvins documentary. Boat safaris on the Chobe River are especially popular, as they allow tourists to get up close to wildlife without interfering with their natural behavior. 4x4 safaris are also available along the riverbanks. Offering spectacular views of wildlife in its natural habitat. Would you like to go on a boat safari on the Chobe River and witness wildlife in its natural environment? Nata Bird Sanctuary, a paradise for bird watchers. The Nata Bird Sanctuary, located in northeastern Botswana, is a haven for an impressive array of birds, especially during migration season. With its vast plains and wetlands, the sanctuary attracts thousands of migratory birds. Making it a paradise for bird watchers. Flamingos, in particular, are one of the main attractions, creating a spectacle of color and movement that could be straight out of a 4 Kelvins documentary. Visiting Nata is a tranquil experience, where you can enjoy the serenity of the surroundings while observing birds in their natural habitat. The sanctuary is also home to several mammals, such as antelopes and baboons. Making the visit even more exciting, would you like to explore a peaceful place where nature and birds completely surround you?
El Gornergrat es un destino ideal tanto para los amantes de la fotografía Parque Nacional Suizo.
Hippos, crocodiles, and numerous bird species. Watching animals bathe or cross the river is one of the most exciting experiences you can have, like stepping in. to a 4 Kelvins documentary. Boat safaris on the Chobe River are especially popular, as they allow tourists to get up close to wildlife without interfering with their natural behavior. 4x4 safaris are also available along the riverbanks, offering spectacular views of Besides its natural beauty, Appenzell is renowned for its cheese production and as an excellent destination for enjoying Swiss cuisine. Hiking is a popular activity in the region, and the trails offer breathtaking views of the Alps. Would you like to explore its paths and soak up the peace and quiet of this picturesque Gweta, the gateway to the desert. Gweta is a small village located on the edge of the Makgadikgadi Desert, a place that offers a unique glimpse into desert life. This destination is perfect for those seeking a change of scenery, where the serenity of the desert and the beauty of the salt flats combine to create an unparalleled experience. In Gweta, you can enjoy camel rides, 4x4 safaris, and observe the local wildlife that survives in extreme conditions. The vastness of the desert becomes a visual spectacle worthy of a 4 Kelvins documentary. This place is ideal for those looking to disconnect and live a unique experience in an almost surreal environment. Would you dare to spend a night under the desert stars, surrounded by absolute tranquility? Sandwich Harbour, the meeting of desert and sea. Sandwich Harbour in Namibia is a place where the desert and the ocean meet in a spectacular dance. This destination, though outside of Botswana, deserves special mention for its unparalleled beauty. The dunes of the Namib Desert reach all the way to the coast, creating a surreal landscape. The views from the dunes are breathtaking, and the contrast between the Atlantic Ocean and the surrounding desert is unique. If you've ever watched a 4 Kelvins documentary about extreme landscapes, Sandwich Harbour will make you feel like you're watching something straight out of a movie. This place is ideal for a 4x4 tour, and its golden sand landscapes blending with the blue waters of the sea will leave an indelible mark on your memory. Would you like to explore this natural paradise where the desert meets the ocean? Makgadikgadi National Park, a leap back in time. Makgadikgadi National Park is one of the most fascinating places in Botswana. Known for its vast salt pans and rich wildlife, this park is one of the oldest regions in the world, and exploring its landscapes is like stepping back in time. In addition to its spectacular scenery, the park is home to large herds of animals, especially during the rainy season when zebras and wildebeest migrate. Safaris in Makgadikgadi are a unique experience, like stepping into a 4 Kelvins documentary, observing wildlife in all its splendor. This place is ideal for those seeking an authentic experience far removed from traditional tourist routes. Would you like to explore a place where the past and present meet in every corner of the landscape? Khama Rhino Sanctuary, the fight for conservation. The Khama Rhino Sanctuary is a special place dedicated to the conservation of the black and white rhinoceroses, 2 endangered species, located in southeastern Botswana. This sanctuary offers a unique opportunity to see these majestic animals in a protected environment. Furthermore, its focus on conservation and environmental education makes the sanctuary more than just a tourist destination. It's a center for learning and preservation. Visiting this sanctuary is a profoundly moving experience. Being able to observe the rhinos up close, learn their stories of survival, and understand the efforts made to protect them will make you appreciate the beauty and fragility of wildlife even more. If you've ever dreamed of seeing a rhino in its natural habitat, this is the place to do it. Would you like to be part of the conservation effort and see these magnificent animals up close? Tuli Block, Africa's wild frontier. Located in the southeastern corner of Botswana, the Tuli Block is a remote area renowned for its diverse wildlife and untamed beauty. This block is famous for its arid landscapes and dramatic rock formations. And is home to large herds of elephants, lions, and other large animals. Safaris in the Tuli Block are exceptional, as the restricted access ensures a more authentic and less commercialized experience. Here, every safari feels like a new adventure, a scene straight out of a 4 Kelvins documentary. In the Tuli Block, wildlife is paramount, and conservation is taken very seriously. Local communities also play a key role in protecting the region's ecosystems. Would you like to explore one of Africa's most remote and pristine areas, teeming with animals in their natural habitat? Okavango Panhandle, a paradise in the delta. The Okavango Panhandle is a lesser-known but incredibly biodiverse area. Located at the northern end of the Okavango Delta, this corner of Botswana is perfect for those looking to explore the delta from a different perspective. Navigating its waterways surrounded by lush vegetation, watching fish leap and birds perch in the trees is an experience straight out of a 4 Kelvins documentary. Furthermore, this region is home to a rich local culture, with communities living in harmony with the natural environment. The Panhandle is ideal for ecotourism enthusiasts and those seeking a more tranquil experience. Here, you can take boat trips, enjoy safaris, and, of course, admire the wildlife that inhabits the waterways, from crocodiles to a wide variety of water birds. The Panhandle is a place that will leave you breathless. Would you like to discover a hidden paradise in the heart of the Okavango? Savuti Canal, the Predator's Trail. The Savuti Canal, renowned for its rich wildlife history, is one of the most exciting destinations for safari enthusiasts. Located within Chobe National Park, this canal is known for attracting large predators. Such as lions, hyenas, and leopards. During the dry season, animals migrate to the canal in search of water, creating spectacular scenes of hunting and survival. If you've ever watched a 4 Kelvins documentary of a lion stalking its prey, you can be sure that the Savuti Canal will be a similar setting. What's fascinating about this canal is that its water flow has changed over time, impacting the ecosystems and offering a different perspective on African nature. The wildlife here is unpredictable, making this a true adventure destination. Would you like to experience the thrill of seeing predators in action in their natural habitat? Helicopter tour over the Okavango Delta. A view from above. A helicopter tour over the Okavango Delta is an experience that will allow you to see this marvelous ecosystem from a completely new perspective. Flying over the delta is like being inside a 4 Kelvins documentary. Where the vastness of the landscape and the diversity of life are displayed in all their glory. From the air, you'll be able to observe the waterways, islands, and animals that inhabit this region, all while enjoying the incredible beauty that can only be seen from above. This tour offers a panoramic view of one of the world's most breathtaking ecosystems, an experience that will be etched in your memory forever. Would you like to fly over the heart of Africa and see the majesty of the delta from above? Mokolodi Wildlife Reserve, a haven of natural diversity. Located near the capital city of Gaborone, the Mokolodi Wildlife Reserve is a true oasis of wildlife in Botswana. This park is one of the most accessible areas for those seeking an authentic safari experience without venturing too far from the city. Despite its proximity to Gaborone, the reserve boasts a rich diversity of fauna, including lions, giraffes, antelopes, and rhinos. Safaris in Mokolodi are an excellent way to begin your Botswana adventure, offering the chance to see animals in their natural habitat while exploring breathtaking landscapes that look like they're straight out of a 4 Kelvins documentary. Furthermore, the reserve is dedicated to conservation, particularly the Rhino Protection Project. This makes it a key location for endangered species preservation efforts. Local guides, experts on the area's ecosystem, offer informative tours about the flora and fauna, allowing for a complete immersion in the landscape. Would you like to see a rhinoceros calmly approaching while you take photos of this wonderful scene? Kubu Island, a journey into ancient history. Kubu Island, located in the Makgadikgadi Desert, is a unique place in Botswana that connects ancient history with pristine nature. This salt island, with its surreal appearance, is home to remnants of ancient civilizations, including stones and vestiges of the inhabitants who once lived here. The baobab trees that dot the island seem like guardians of a distant past, offering an atmosphere worthy of a 4 Kelvins documentary. In addition to its historical significance, the island is also an excellent place to observe wildlife and migratory birds that stop here during their journeys. Travelers can walk among the remains of ancient settlements, while exploring the arid beauty and breathtaking views the landscape offers. Kubu Island is a perfect destination for travelers seeking a blend of history and nature in a single location. Would you like to explore such a mystical place, steeped in history and surrounded by the serenity of the desert? Switzerland is an incredible destination where the majesty of nature
Andermatt
is dedicated to conservation, particularly the Rhino Protection Project. This makes it a key location for endangered species preservation efforts. Local guides, experts on the area's ecosystem, offer informative tours about the flora and fauna, allowing for a complete immersion in
Alta, situada en el norte de Noruega, es conocida como la ciudad de la aurora boreal. Si alguna vez has soñado con ver este fenómeno natural, Alta es el lugar perfecto para hacerlo. Durante los meses de invierno, Andermatt es ideal para quienes buscan un destino tranquilo donde disfrutar del aire puro de las montañas, pero también es famoso por sus excelentes estaciones de esquí y actividades al aire libre. Además, la zona ha sido recientemente desarrollada con modernas instalaciones, lo que la convierte en un lugar perfecto para combinar aventura y lujo. ¿Te gustaría explorar? Appenzell.
Documentary. In addition to its historical significance, the island is also an excellent place to observe wildlife and migratory birds that stop here during their journeys. Travelers can walk among the remains of ancient settlements while exploring the arid beauty and breathtaking views the landscape offers.
Appenzell es una encantadora ciudad ubicada al pie de los Alpes suizos, famosa por su ambiente pintoresco. Además de su belleza natural, Appenzell es conocido por su producción de queso y por ser un excelente lugar para disfrutar de la gastronomía suiza. El senderismo es una de las principales actividades en la región, y las rutas ofrecen vistas impresionantes de los Alpes. ¿Te gustaría caminar por sus senderos y disfrutar? Suiza es un destino increíble, donde la majestuosidad de la naturaleza se combina con una rica herencia cultural, ofreciendo una experiencia única para cada viajero. Desde las cumbres imponentes del Matterhorn y Jungfraujoch hasta los tranquilos lagos de Ginebra y Zúrich, cada rincón de este país parece una obra de arte. Además, las ciudades históricas como Zúrich, Lucerna y Berna, con su mezcla perfecta de lo moderno y lo tradicional, brindan una sensación de encanto atemporal. Ya sea que busques aventura extrema, un retiro relajante o simplemente un lugar para desconectar,